kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ncaa. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Here we go, ready.
From the gun, wants to pass. There's the pressure. Moving past the 25. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play.
Finding some room.
These offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Underwood. Punts it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Trying to get behind the defense. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll do it himself. Spins away from the defense. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long.
Blue 22, blue 22.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the right. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Hard running there. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
And the Bobcats look to do some damage in the red zone. Quarterback keeps it. Maybe it got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bobcats. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score.
Number 97, set to kick it off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. This defense had its work cut out for them. When a guy can get out of the pocket like that, it'll be 4th and inches.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. This offense has it with really good field position. He might want another play. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bobcats. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Derek.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Marshall. Picks up the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they've built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Fakes to grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. On the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Got a man. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree. Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Could not make his way to the corner. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Got the back over the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Wolverines will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Going to the run, it's Marshall. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught, and he's got room. He gets it all the way up to the 42-yard line, and that's why you have confidence to keep it on the ground in that situation.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Now on first down from the 43. Wants to throw it again. Got his man. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo. Rides the back and leaves it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times Focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't make the play on third down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
From this spot on the field, that would be a 53-yard field goal, but they'll leave the offense out there and try to pick up the first on 4th down. Looking to throw. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, he comes up with a huge first down.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Tennessee taking on the number 16 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Volunteers with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quick release by the QB. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Here's Underwood to throw. Complete. Runs through a man. He might have space. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Again, it's Underwood. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been...
Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Wolverines! Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Wide open downfield. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Man, I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it first and 10 just outside the 40. A designed run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
And it's a good job by this team.
The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Bobcats. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The option, he'll keep it. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Offense gets set for second down. Caught behind the line. It's Carter. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And it's incomplete on third down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. Shoots it to the left. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on fourth down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Throwing, Underwood. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And they got him for the sack. Had good protection for a minute. Tried to create a little more time, and the defense was there to stop it.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early this football game.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Underwood bringing the heat, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. There he goes to the right. The 20. He's at the 10. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
It's really hard as a quarterback because you got your eyes downfield. You're trying to find an open guy. You're trying to negotiate the rush, and all of a sudden people are swatting at the ball. They hit you. They knock it out. Got to do a better job next time of keeping 2 hands on the ball so you don't get it scooped and scored like what happened right there.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The returner will field it and bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So here comes the Michigan offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's going to fire deep. He's got it down the right side. Open spaces. At the 20. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And these running backs, they practice with receivers now. They're running routes all the time, and you see, they give him the football out in space. He knows exactly how to run routes and how to do damage. And the best part is he's a running back after the catch. And look at him chew up the yards and make the big play and get all the way down the field.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Michigan. Fitted in the window for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
We're all tied up, and they'll try to get it right back. They're going for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Might have a chance. Touchdown, Bobcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he just knocked it off the left upright, but it goes through for the point after. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
To the air, it's Underwood. Rush is on him, and they got him.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Let's take a look at how these quarterbacks have fared in the early going after the first period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here's Underwood to throw. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. Running into the open space. Turning it on. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. It appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Throwing. Underwood. Under fire. Breaks loose. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job near